In C# we can leverage the parameter type in order to be able to create more flexible functions. So let's have a look. We have a function called sum that will literally sum int a and int b together. But let's say we had 3 numbers, then what we're going to have to do, we have to do int c, and then do a plus c, and then also extend it over here, and that will also work. But let's say we had 4 numbers and so on and so forth, then it's going to get very tedious. So what we can actually do is delete all of this and use params. We can use an int array, and then we can just simply put numbers. And then what this will do, even though it says an int array, we can still pass in as many parameters as we want inside here. So if you open the bracket on sum, you can see it says params int numbers. So now we can just start to type, and as you can see we get no syntax errors because it's going to bring this in as an integer array. So what that means we can do inside here is actually just return the total. And let's create this function. So we can do int total equals 0, and then do a for each loop. For each of the numbers inside numbers, we can just simply do total plus equals number. It'll go through each of these inside this for each loop, place the 10 inside here, which will then get added to a total. And if you don't know, the plus equals is basically the same as saying total equals total plus the number. It's just a very quick shorthand. Instead of doing this, you can just do plus equals. So after that runs, if you just simply run the code, then it'll just work. You got 150. This is just a handy way of being able to have situations like this, where we may have 1 or more numbers, instead of just creating multiple functions that have 1 parameter, 2 parameter, 3 parameter, 4 parameters, and you can never end. So you're basically creating a function that can be flexible no matter how many parameters you want to add in. And you can do this across the board, so you can have values like static, print values, and you can do this with params, string, and then values. And the same thing here, you can just simply do a for each loop. So the same thing here, we can have a function called print values. It can accept a params string values, and you can go through each one and just simply print them all out to the screen. And then using them is going to be the same principle. We can say hello, comma, world, and it'll just keep accepting every single input we take, and we don't have to break it down into several strings. Because alternatively, we can say string message 1, and just keep tailoring it like that. But that's going to be long and tedious because sometimes we don't know how many parameters we're going to pass it. So just doing it this way is going to make it considerably easier. And if we just bring that back, so doing it this way is going to make it considerably easier and also make it more flexible so you don't have to worry about multiple parameters going forward. Hope that video made sense. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. If you're interested, I have an Ultimate C# Masterclass course linked in the description below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.